Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. This is not your average exposure. Who wants to address it first? Who wants to address our problem? Anybody have an idea of what's going on? Anybody? Can anybody hear?
Yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay, how about the viewers? So this is not anything but we want the truth out. We want you guys to know what's really been going on behind the scenes. Okay? The truth about why some shit has gone wrong badly. Now, some people are involved with this. This is not exclusively APP. APP got involved because some of our cases got hurt. So, CPP is involved. Who else do we got involved? FPK. Just to name a few. I'm sure you guys can see who's on the panel. That's going to change. Others are going to pop in. Who wants to talk first?
I guess I could go first.
Go ahead. Got the floor, bro.
Okay, so where do I start? I don't know. I mean, if you follow CPP or you follow me, you know a little bit about GIO. So the night that we exposed GIO on the phone call was the first night I ever met DM York. He announced himself as a U.S. Marshal and gave me his phone number on my live. Yes, this is Ashley. Sorry. So he pretty much said, I'm this, I'm that. We started talking. At the very beginning, it was, let me help you on your cases. I'm this, I can help you in this way. And then we formed a friendship. If you guys know me at all, you know that I'm a friendly person. So he within a week or two, he had told me that he had a bunch of stuff in unclaimed property. Okay, let's just start there. He said he had a bunch of stuff in unclaimed property that he had just gotten his son a welder, like a professional size welder. And so he said, I was talking about, how my daughter really wanted an Apple Watch. And he said that he had gotten his fiance an Apple Watch as well. So he, oh God, he said that, oh, well, I can get you an Apple Watch. I can get you this. I can get you that. I'll get you a swag bag is what he called it. And so I just said, oh, that's awesome. Pretty cool. Like, that's freaking awesome. And so a week later, he told me, oh, I've got your swag bag ready. I'm like, what? I didn't expect anything, obviously. I didn't ask him of anything by any means. And then he started telling me, okay, well, I got you 4 laptops, a couple of decoy phones, some SIM cards, and it just went on. And then he said, and then I'm passing around a hat at work because you pretty much do this for free and you're amazing at this. And you shouldn't be doing this for free. I said, I'm not doing it for free, but okay, I get enough out of it, just with catching these guys, honestly. And so it went from the next day he said, oh, okay, I passed around a hat, and where do I send this check? And I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, I can't send it on Cash App. It's too much, because my partner also passed around a collection plate at church. And I said, okay, well, how much is it? And he said, close to $6,000. Yeah. DM, after I told my story, he literally invaded my private messages on Instagram. Wow, really, Katie Cats? Ew. And so I just said, okay, that's awesome. He's like, well, I'm just going to send it with all the stuff that I'm sending you anyways. And so I gave him my PO box for, you know, my Smash Lip for my YouTube. And he sent it. And then when it didn't send, I asked him about the tracking number. He gave me a tracking number that was 4 digits short. And and then he got stabbed. I forgot about that part. He said that he was chasing a perp, went around a corner, got stabbed in his lung, and he was in the hospital. He never told this to anybody else, only me, which I don't know why. But it was something. It turned into I got stabbed in the lung, and then I killed a guy. I shot him twice in the stomach after he was on top of me, blah, blah, blah. And then it went to, well, I'm out of the hospital now. And then, oh, I have my lung collapsed. I'm back in the hospital. It went on and on. And so this whole time he's like, yeah, I'm going to get you that receipt. I'm going to get you the tracking number. Don't even worry. Like, I'm going to get it for you. I'm like, it really isn't that big a deal. Like, that would be awesome to have it. Don't even, you know, I'm not going to fake for a second. Like, that would be freaking awesome. I promised my kids these things that I cannot provide. I'm on very limited income, you know, I can't provide those things to my kid. So, yeah, I was excited. And then he started saying something about Boomhauer. You guys know Boomhauer because he is one of my first preds. I've been talking to him for an extremely long time. But thankfully I'm not doing that anymore. But he said that he was at work and he showed his boss some of the phone calls from Boomhauer and that he was going to go and pick him up. And I said, wait, what? And so seeing as he was, you know, with all of this, he was supposedly this, that, and the other. I was like, that's great. You know, like this could be huge for CPP working with the U.S. Marshals. Hell yeah. And so I gave him the information that I had on him. He said that he was going to get warrants, that he was going to get like cellular warrants, that all he needed was one picture of me, one picture of him, and some stuff that would give him probable cause for a warrant. And that he was also going to go after him for terrorism, seeing as he has a white supremacy tattoo on his neck or somewhere from prison. I just said, okay, cool. And then like a week after that, he had, during this time, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little boggled. I'm a little pissed off, to say the least. During that time, people were calling him fake. He's fake, he's fake, he's fake. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't want anybody, I'm not in mob mentality. I don't do that. You know, I let people show me who they are first before I judge them, I guess. And so he sent me some certificate that showed that he trained police officers. I'm not exactly sure. It was a certificate from New Jersey. I'm sure if you guys have seen Twompers thing, you know about it, because on the issue date, it was the I was not capitalized. He said, I'm real, I'm this, I'm that, I'll show these guys. I don't have anything to prove. I mean, he went back and forth. And the whole time I'm just thinking, this guy's my friend. You know, I'm telling him things that I don't just tell anybody. I mean, I thought he was my friend. And so somebody else, Tommy, ended up calling him out and saying, I mean, in all fairness, if he was just another face in the crowd saying, I'm a big person, I'm pretty cool, we wouldn't have shook a stick at him. You know, Tommy was mad because he was messing with me. And so Tommy got mad and he looked at that document because it was in my decoy app. and he got mad and he called him out for it. I sent him the other documents. We started investigating him, but the entire time we were investigating him, I still thought he was my friend. Stupidly, I did not listen to my team, and for that, it's on me. So the last time I talked to him, my voice echoed back, which kind of bothered me. I'm like, is he recording me? So I don't know what his game plan was with him going around from team to team and promising all these things. I don't know what he was thinking with not keeping his lies straight. I have no idea. But this man is not who he says he is. He has promised things and has not came through on not one, as you will see. Obviously, we're here for a reason. Let's all come together and keep this civil. And let's go. Who else?
You know what? You did good. And she's right. 100% right. Come together for the greater good. Even if one team don't get along with another team, this is not about anything about that. It's not about Tommy. It's not about any Alex, or it's not about nobody. It's about get to the truth of DM York.
And how many teams he has hurt already, and how many teams we want to prevent that from happening again.
Yeah, this, I mean, and I don't at all for 1 second blame anybody that he has duped. Something that Smashley had a really hard time with. And we were talking a lot about it, and the fact of the matter is it's what he does. Like he's good at lying. I'll give him that. He's pretty good at lying until you start picking apart his story. When I started hearing about all of this, it was months and months and months back. The team and I were looking into them, and things weren't adding up. We had to take some things back to the store here. So on the screen is his ID. DBIDS is like a biometric ID used by the military to get on base. Smash, why did he share this with you? Like, what was this supposed to be? Like, this is just like...
Because there was something that went on with my team. I was bitching about something that had happened, and my team, it was on my stupidly, it was on my decoy phone. My team read it. It just turned into a whole thing. So we moved over to my phone, and he's like, okay, well, everybody's calling me a liar. Everybody's calling me a fake. Here's more credentials for you, which I don't know why on earth he would send me more that have things crossed out. Like,
right.
Come on.
When Tommy came out, he called me.
Yeah.
And I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't. Why would I? I mean, okay. But with ours, it has to do with FTK, PD, math, Jay? And mine. You guys all remember that exposure you did, right? With me on the phone, the Predator there. It was a big hit. Did very, very well. Everybody remember him saying, "Get telecommunication."
Yeah, he tried to catch the kids doing stuff wrong, right?
No, he told me he arrested one of the Predators. He did not. He also told me he was going after Juan Lopez in Paris, California. He did not. Like, where does it end? Go on.
Yeah. So he we started wondering, like, why is this absolute shit stain of a person trying to infiltrate our group? Because we legit thought like that he was on some sinister shit. Like, we thought he was going to like gather information and take it back to whoever, and it was just going to be another Tommy hating fest or CPP hating fest. That's what we thought. Now I have my doubts about that. We still don't know why he does all this, but as I said, we started digging more into him, and one of the things we did was look very closely at all of the credentials he sent. So that the certificate we looked, which we elected not to throw up there, but it does exist. It definitely looked like super sus. The seal on it was wrong. It was a training certificate, right? And it just looked photoshopped as hell. So that's the first thing. And then this DBIDS ID. Okay. So we were wondering, one of the big things was like, what does he really do then? Like, he's clearly not a U.S. Marshal. Like, why would a U.S. Marshal talk to the Department of Defense? Or why would a U.S. Marshal? One of the things he told Smashley was he was gonna take her and allow her to arrest him, like allow a civilian onto an active crime scene, and then actually have them arrest the perp. It just didn't add up at all. So we started looking closely at this, and I sent this over to a buddy of mine that was in the service and has a lot of friends who are in various branches, and they all started looking very closely at it. And the first thing that we noticed here is that has the slide changed? Oh, I can't tell if the slide has changed or not. Maybe it's because I'm watching it live here and have the other one up.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so the first thing we noticed, the slide two. The first thing we noticed, hold on, go back one right there, was this this patch at the back of it here. Behind him is Defensor Fortis, which is an Air Force Security Forces patch. Basically, I think it's like kind of military police for the Air Force, for the Air Force base. So this was taken at an Air Force base. Another thing that they immediately told us is that this is a civilian ID for civilian contractor. The next thing that they noticed was this insignia on his shirt, which is DPS, Defense Personal Property System, which basically is a contractor service that moves things around, like furniture and other belongings, boxes. So we're thinking that he at one point either still is or at one point was an employee of DPS, and he moved shit around for people on base as a civilian contractor. Okay, so now this is the last thing that I have. So Smash, you know what he told you better than I do about this, about his EMS.
Yeah. Yes. He also told me that he was a paramedic and that he worked a couple times a month to keep his paramedic license valid. He sent me his paramedic information. Like, I have like 4 different documentation things from him that have all proved exactly what he is not. So yeah, he would tell me that he would work a couple of times a month to keep that valid. And then Sid went ahead and looked it up, because Sid is and was a paramedic and knows where to find these credentials. He looked that up and figured out it was expired in 2018.
Yeah, in every location that he said he was he operated. And he said that he used to do a couple of rides on the truck per year just to keep it valid, Guys, I out of 200 and whatever people we have in here, I'm sure somebody's probably in emergency medicine. You guys know how much continuing education we have to do to keep our certificates valid, right? Like our certs valid. I let mine expire a while ago because it's a lot, and I was just volunteer. But dude, like, you just got to do a lot more than a couple of rides on a truck. So I don't know where he was going with that. I don't know why he even made that lie up if he was in the was a paramedic and does know what you have to do to keep it valid. I don't know why he would say something like that, but I don't know. Sketch, fishy. The dude's a fucking liar. He's scum. He needs to go away. Poof, be gone. Anyway, that's all I got.
Can we hold for 1 second? While there's already in here, please don't mod unless there's doxing. There's no reason to mod at all. None. Please don't let them talk. We want the talking. We do. We want whoever has been affected by this guy. Please come forward.
This is all about DM York. It's not about any other thing.
Nobody else. Don't mod. You don't have your mod thing to mod. Please don't. And please just, if you see doxing, this is so important. We've been waiting for this, and it's important for a few different reasons. But I noticed somebody said, do this in this community and get it. That's funny you should say that. He said that to me. This is a game. Get away with nothing. We talked about that. We did. He knew.
Yeah. And, when you start, I mean, you could lie your ass off. I honestly don't give a fuck. But when you start hurting my friends and the community, like, not only, I mean, personally, is that I take that as an attack, and several other people do, but also, like, you're ultimately, like, hurting the cause. Like, this is an active threat against everything we're trying to do. He has a lot of information about everybody here. He has a lot of information about the cases that we all work on. Like, that's scary. That's not okay at all.
I thought I was talking to somebody that was with ICAC. Nope. I thought I was submitting information. Nope.
I thought that I had a friend. I mean, honestly, he knows some deeply personal things about me, which I don't care. If people talk about me, that's fine. But don't bring my kids into it, and don't bring my team into it. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Yes, mods can chat. Mods can always chat, but you're not mods. You're just there to think. I didn't give you guys mods to mod.
Whoever has the audios of them saying whatever he's saying, do you want to play that?
Yeah, let's do that. I will have more phone calls. I do have 4 phone calls. I have four recorded phone calls with him. I just need to make sure I know the legality of it, because he is in a 2-party state. So with me recording phone calls with him and me being in a 1-party state, I need to make sure that that it's okay for me to call or use them.
Yeah. Also, now that you mentioned that, there will be a part 2.
Yeah.
Will be a part 2 to this.
But the significant information of this whole point will be shared tonight.
Yes. Yeah. We had to get this out so you guys could be aware. We did not like keeping it hidden. This is something that could be totally dangerous on one of you guys or a team. You might not think so. Some of you might go, oh, well, just not. No, things like this, when they represent themselves as somebody that they're not, learn. Listen to your gut, because your gut most of the time is right. He is not who he says he is. He did not arrest any of my predators like he's trying to tell people.
Yeah, do you want to talk about that a little bit, Sabrina?
Oh boy. So how did he come to APP?
He sent you a DM saying he was someone important or something.
Yes, he came to me. I will read it off. And he used Smashly as a reference.
Yeah, that he helped me with something, which he helped me with absolutely jack shit.
You guys know, you do something like that, the reference is good. So it starts off by this. Hello, it's DM York from YouTube. I worked the human trafficking task force for about 3 years. If I can help you out, please let me know. Hi, David. What kind of help are you good with? Good morning. I can assist with investigating background information. Just about anything that you need. Let me know what your needs are, and I will let you know which of them I can fill. Thank you for everything that you do. There is a special place in heaven for people like you. Saint Michael the Archangel will always be on your side. Then he goes to say, we said we wanted facial recognition, digging. He said, yes, I do. I also have contacts throughout the law enforcement community. He spelled that a little differently. I think he was talking to text, whatever, especially in the federal system. I said, that's probably our biggest issue, is not knowing who they are. So they give fake names. Well, that's what I did for a living. As an investigator, I spent days digging up info on people. I can also help you with case preparation. I said, oh, yeah, that's something we need for sure. So he gave us contact information. And then he put, I said, how long have you been helping Stephanie's team WAP? Because I thought that's who he was with. And he replied, not long, but HTTF has been my assignment for a while. I'm due to retire soon. I said, what's that? I said, did you say you helped Stephanie's team? Wow. He said, I worked with the DHS Human Trafficking Task Force. I helped Smashley with the case also. I said, are you the same? I'm not going to say that name. He said, no, I'm Dan York. I said, how odd, because I was talking to somebody else at the same time. No, but I'll help her too. I said, okay, no, some reason I thought you were someone else. He said, makes sense now. He put, I'm willing to help in any way I can. So I asked for a video call, and he is very good at those. He said, okay, I'm free anytime. I said, he said, the programs that identify people in that manner generally are restricted to law enforcement agencies. There are some open source programs that are less accurate. I will reach out to our tech crimes folks tomorrow when I go to work. I have some info on facial recognition software. When can we talk? That's how he came to us. And it's a lie. It's a bold-faced lie.
And whenever if he had any like important thing to say, he would always video call. Yes. Like he would rarely send anything over text message or anything.
Yes.
So cover his ass.
He said in chat that he put a telecommunications warrant out for Chris Crease, the predator that FTK and JPP Mass was on. And I was a decoy on it. And he said that the call was so good that enough information, evidence was told that it's all underway. Mm-hmm. I was excited. I was like, yes. I was 7 times happy. So then he said he was trying to get connections to help out with Jay. And he wanted to do it himself. He wanted to go there and make the arrest. But he said he did it afterwards. He said he was, everything that was being said was a total lie. Total lie. There was no truth in it. No calls, no nothing. Nobody knows him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. We are pretty sure that he is a Marine or he served somewhere. I do have some documentation of that. I'm not sure that we're going to show it here because it does have his full address on it and some information that we don't want out there. But we are pretty sure that he has and is some kind of, Marine. I'm not sure if he's a Marine or not, but.
Comment, yes. As far as I'm aware, Tommy was the first one to come out publicly and call him out. So yes.
Yep.
He was the first one. And then it just filed after that I know of.
Yeah.
So we're not.
I mean, he said there's so many things that he was going to do. There's so many things that he was going to help with. He said he was ICAC and Border Patrol. We found out that was absolutely a lie. He's done nothing but lie to this community, and his time is up. We're done. We need to come together as a community and stop being so divided. This is ridiculous. We should have known this a long time ago.
Yeah. Sabrina, if you don't mind, I want to point out some of these lies that he's told.
Go ahead. Yes.
All right. So you guys, and this is on YouTube if anyone wants to watch. And just before I even start saying anything, none of us here are saying that his story is a lie. We don't know his personal story when he told his story as a survivor, so we're not trying to discredit that at all. However, some things have simply been lies. So he has been on Smashly, of course, but he's been on PCM as well. And the video is entitled Survivor's Night, John's Night. So I don't know why he would go on someone else's, of course, no one knew at the time, but he simply went up there and lied. And the first one, and I'll give you the timestamps if you guys want to watch. The first one is at 29 minutes, 8 seconds. He says he's 48 years old. So at the 32 mark, he says he's almost 48 years old. Okay, that could be simple, right? Sure. Okay. So at the 38:40 mark, he says that he has gone after a few district attorneys himself. So my question to that would be, why would a U.S. Marshal go after a district attorney? They usually work together if they work together at all, right? That makes absolutely no sense.
I agree, Tony.
Same thing with that. At the 39:05 mark, he says a couple of them are no longer attorneys and a couple have checked into the federal booty house. Really? Does that make any sense at all? No.
No, none.
Okay.
None of this makes sense. What's his end game?
Exactly. He basically just wants the clout. If you're asking me to be completely honest, I mean he found a way to get into everyone's DMs, and he tried to insert himself.
I would agree with that.
Right. And as someone already said earlier, he thinks that everyone is divided and no one communicates. Well, that's simply not true. If anything, you're making everyone communicate even more.
More than
Okay.
ever.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Well, let's to some more serious stuff. So at the 44-minute and 30-second mark, he talks about Megan's Law. So he says that he knew the family. If anyone doesn't know about Megan Kanka, just do your research. He says that her father was a fire department captain. There is absolutely no kind of evidence that shows that he was a fire department captain at all. He worked as a mechanic his entire life. That is simply fact. And he eventually ran for local offices and, he got elected and stuff, but he was never a fire department captain. But even worse than that, he says that he assisted in the search for her, for Megan. And he says that his uncle was also a law enforcement officer at the same time, and his uncle found her body.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, that's pretty screwed up if it's not true. But the thing about that is he would have only been in the military, the Marine Corps, for 2 years. So if you were active, why would you be searching, why? You're in the military. He says he's gone overseas many times. So, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And here's the worst thing for me that I just found out like an hour or two ago. On that same video at the 45-minute, 30-second mark, he says he'll show us, or he'll show PCM rather, how he did criminal background checks using all open source information. That is a quote. Why would a federal law enforcement officer need to use open source if you supposedly are an officer or federal officer? Get out of here. That's
yeah,
all I
well,
got.
and the best is that he was supposed to send me, there was supposed to be like 2 or 3 discs of software that gives me all the software to do all of the searches that law enforcement does. That was sus.
I mean,
it's
just all lies.
This dude, like we were Smash and I were on a call and doing some research on someone a long time ago. And this was when he first reached out, right? Remember, Smash? You and I were super excited about it. And
yeah, we were.
And he and you called him, and I think we were trying to look up a number or an address or something. and
It
we
was an
wanted to.
address for throat goat.
Yeah, right. And I remember we wanted to cross-reference, right? You know, we wanted to hear what a U.S. Marshal would come up with to see if what we had was the same. She calls him, and this dude is legit like, hey, Greg, he's like talking to someone across the room. Dude, somebody probably wasn't even there. He was probably sitting there in his piss-stained tidy whities, like by himself, just pretending, like covering his mouth or something. But he was like calling over to somebody that I'm pretty sure wasn't there. He's like, yeah, just look up this name and put it
my
under
normal case number in there.
just a generic case number. Yeah. And I'm sure he was on like Truth Finder or something, because he came up with the same shit that we got off of Truth Finder. But it's just the links that he went to are like, this dude. I mean, it's a mental health issue, y'all. I really hope he gets help for it. I do. You know, I'm not without a heart. But
I'll interrupt you. But now that you mentioned the mental health, he kept bragging to us that if he ever gets busted for anything, all they're going to do is put, he claims he is certifiably mental. So he's going to be in the mental ward with Thorzine. He said, bring it on. I'll enjoy it. He always bragged about that. So, now, nobody is calling him a sexual predator. Let's get that straight. Nobody is calling him a sexual predator. There are predator behaviors, but nobody is calling that. He is a pathological liar and he's a con artist. Simple as that. But we're not saying that he's a sexual predator.
So, like, after, like, we confirmed that he wasn't with ICAC or anything, this is, like, what, like, really triggered me was because, like, so he's not affiliated with ICAC. We confirmed that we have recordings saying that he's not. So, Sabrina brought, like, 2 cases for him to dig on to see if they can get the address, because she couldn't find the address, obviously. So he was like, well, if there's CP involved, let me confirm that. Why would you want to confirm if there's child porn involved? Like, especially if you're not any part, like even if you're a freaking civilian or, like, I don't know. Like, it just rubs me the wrong way. I don't know.
No, nobody would want to absolutely see that. Like, and he was, I want to see it. You know, like, that is sick.
Yeah, it's freaking disgusting.
He would say on a case, I had something up on there, like, for instance, the Oregon case that Alex just did, sex trafficker I had in the name. That's my department. Let me see. And I said, nope, it's Alex's. It's already being handled. Let me see. And I'm like, nope, we already have it handled. And yeah, he made it very clear that was his department. I'll talk to you to get the details and we'll go further. And I'm like, no, we won't. No.
Yeah, I mean, with him saying that literally he said that the government would foot my bill for my travel and my stay to go and pick up Boomhauer, and that he would come and fly here first, hang out with my husband because he believes in the sanctity of marriage, and he wants to make sure that my husband knows that everything's good. Like, I would fucking touch him with somebody else's dick. And then we would fly to Texas, and I would be able to go in after they went in with 2 SWAT teams and buckled down the place. I would be able to go in and do my interview and then put the cuffs on him, which that was supposed to be our secret. Nobody was supposed to know about that one.
He did talk like that a lot. He thought we cared about all that stuff. And then when I showed him Nick, the citizen's arrest, he went ballistic. And he knew what he was saying, though. That's the creepy part, you guys. He knew what he was saying. He was really good.
He's very, very educated. He's like a seasoned con man with this. He is very fucking educated. He knew the statute. He knew like all the statute numbers. He knew things like pleurisy of the lung. I mean, that's what he got, was his lung was filling up with liquid, and it's called pleurisy. And then he had double pleurisy. He told me exactly where they stick the tube in between each rib cage. I mean, I'm not shitting you. It is not just, oh, we completely fell for this fucking retard. Nope. Sorry, I did not say that. I do not use that word. I was reading a comment. We did not do that. That was not what happened.
out, right?
He was completely and utterly convincing. This was no joke, you guys. I'm gonna show you some as soon as I know what and if I can show you these calls. You will see. He's not a little league. He's not little league. He's just not.
Yeah.
So my calls, he was at a desk and he bragged about Musa a lot. He super fanned him big time. And he went on a catch with him. He made up stories about Musa. It's just we confirmed it wasn't true.
Yeah.
It's weird.
And I want to confirm about the CP thing. He didn't directly ask for it. He asked for the logins to confirm it was CP.
Well, yeah, because I'm not sending that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to give you access so you can do that. And to me, it was no big deal at the time because other agencies asked to see the evidence. That's how you see the original. If anybody works with law enforcement in them and you get your arrests and your convictions, you know that a lot of them want to see the original to make sure it's not edited, not
right.
back.
Right now.
I'll tell you guys also like something that they've started doing is so every digital file leaves it has a signature called a hash value, and they've started building up a large database of CP hash values for each picture, and they cross-reference that with the database. They pull the hash values from the photos. So they'll put it through software called cleansing software. So in the industry, they call it CSAM. So that's like child sexual exploitative material, CSAM. Mm-hmm. And when they put it through a cleansing process, it's called cleansed CSAM, and they cross-reference it with that MD5 database. Because listen, they're like obviously it's very triggering to see that stuff. They do not want to subject their entire department to seeing that, or even civilians that are working with them. So they have started doing it like that. So if he was real law enforcement, I would suspect that he would probably want to get the actual files to cross-reference it with that database, and hopefully not have to see the CSAM first of all. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents on the situation. So like, why does he just want to look at it? It's super sus.
Oh, I just got a message saying that he knows about the stream.
I mean,
he just may be in here.
He definitely knows about the stream.
Good.
His account.
Yeah, if he's in here, why don't you come up and tell us what you want to say here?
He is totally invited to tell his story if he's really.
Please, I mean, if we're wrong, please prove us wrong, please.
Absolutely. If we're wrong about you being an actual agent, that's fine. You're just an asshole. That's all.
He won't come up here. No way in hell.
No.
Hey, whoever has those audios, do you want to play them saying that he's not affiliated with ICAC?
I wonder what excuse he would have for not sending Smash the computers this time, because he's had like several so far.
Yeah, it went from, they got returned, and then I'm going to send them UPS, and then, my fiance didn't send them, and then, my cat pissed on the receipt, and by that, I was just done. I mean, this went on for, I'm not kidding you, like 4 months. 4 months of him just dodging and dodging. Oh, I'm in the hospital, I can't get to it, meow, 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 whatever. And that's fine. I'm with CPP. DM you. That's not you, but that's funny.
No, Jenny, we can't.
This is wrong. It's wrong, and this has got to stop. I just don't. The reason why we're coming out with this now, before we had like all of it locked down and loaded, was because it's enough. We're done. We don't want to wait on this anymore. We see him in streams, and it's just it makes my skin crawl, this has to be over with. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It needs to be done.
Yeah. Whoever has the audio confirming that he is not a marshal, whoever called the officers, can you play that?
So I have 2 videos of people who called. They had sent me the videos. The first one, just bear with me. It's not going to be that easy to hear, but you'll be able
get the gist of it, though.
I'm not sure if this is the correct number that I can call, but I have a gentleman that is requesting information on cases, and he states that he's a U.S. Marshal, but I'm unable to verify that information. Is there anyone there that could help me verify if this guy's actually a U.S. Marshal or not? A name, but not a badge. Yes. His last name is York. Y-O-R-K. He said that he lives in Pennsylvania. No, he didn't get that specific. You don't have an officer with the last name York? It's Dave M. York? Okay, thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. All right, bye. Service for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. If your call pertains to court scheduling or prisoners, please press 1 now. If your call involves warrants, please press 2 now. 1 moment, please.
Hi, I was looking. I'm not sure his title, but I was looking to be transferred to David York.
What?
I was looking to talk to David York.
There's no one here by that name.
There's no one there by that name.
No.
Would you be able to tell me if he's like in another office or something?
Let me get one list. Oh, stop bother me. Oh my God. I don't see David York on this. All right. Go one more round. Too many damn names on this list. Come on. Hello?
Hello?
There is no one by that name in the Marshal Service.
At all, or like just in Pennsylvania?
No, at all.
There's no David York at all at the United States Marshal Service?
That's correct.
All right.
Fine. Tell me why you're asking this question.
So,
There you go. That is our
There
audio.
you have it. Do we
That's your
really need any other
confirmation.
questions?
I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. He has done nothing but lie since day one. He has told stories. He has promised. He's done enough. You know, like, I just don't want him to try to hurt anybody else, because I mean, I have my last phone call with him when I had to kind of pretend that everything was okay and be like, oh, what, me? No, you're not. No, not me. He pretty much threatened Tommy and said that he was going to show up on his doorstep, and, you know, like, that Tommy needed to keep his effing name out of his effing mouth and blah blah blah. And he pretty much threatened me too, saying that I shouldn't expose him. He said, oh, well, do we have a problem, honey? I'm like, what? No, not at all. No, not me. But he said that because he supposedly I am the only one that he sent those documents to, which I know is a flat out lie. But he's just like, yeah, somebody got those documents and it could have only came from you pretty much. So, like I said, I'm going to make sure that I call an attorney tomorrow and see that I can for sure share those. And then I will go through and edit them out because they are like 2-hour phone calls. Like I was saying, we were friends. We would sit there and joke and laugh, and that's pretty much all we really did. And you guys don't want to hear that shit. So I'll edit out and get just the important parts of him, claiming that he's something that he's absolutely freaking not.
Right. He also told Sabrina that he had 3 warrants for a case that Jay exposed. And he said that they were dumping his internet router as they spoke.
As well as that he tased him with 8,000 volts of shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like how professional
Oh, yeah.
is that?
Hey, how about
Yeah,
I
we
work
said
in
that.
IT and dumping an internet router doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Just throwing that out there.
Much Call of
He
Duty.
used to say that he would give him the AC/DC treatment of Ride the Lightning, but little does he realize that's Metallica. Can we all just say that? Like, that's some stupid shit.
We can all agree here that we don't like drama. We don't.
Yeah, we don't like drama. This is not to start anything. This is purely to educate you guys and let you know that this is what's happening, and that we need to come together as a community. This needs to stop. We need to make sure that, we're not being taken advantage of. This is ridiculous.
I brought this out for a few reasons. There's people in the chats, not mine, I'm saying other live stream chats, that truly care about him. They have built relationships with him. And there are teams that would gladly take him in. He wants his own prevention team, call it York. Some might not believe what they see. That's okay. I felt like since how much he did to everyone I've heard about, we had no choice but to tell you guys. It can't be a secret no more. And I usually try to ignore all the garbage, but I told them I'll take the blame. He is talking mad shit on me, saying that I backstabbed him. How? Because I didn't take your lies? I mean, lied.
Same with me here too. I'm a backstabber. I've had, all of a conversation of 20 minutes on the phone and maybe 30 messages total, and I've backstabbed him as well.
Yeah, I'm sure I will be the next one. So we'll see.
Sad because I think he has mental issues which should be addressed, and he should get taken care of.
Yeah.
Go and prey on teams and decoys with sexual abuse history.
Yeah, and that's the sad part is that, this is a community of a lot of survivors. And as survivors, we tend to have some parts that are broken. And when somebody comes and offers the help that we're seeking, and maybe it was too good to be true, and I should have been a little bit more smart
He's
with my
manipulative, so like it's hard to like.
But it wasn't just me,
Yeah.
A lot of people closer together to do things we didn't do before, but it also made APP on high alert. And it's not that we didn't check anything. It was so hard in the beginning. I had to pull the right people in. We did try him in the beginning. Like, what the hell? So it's not that we wasn't checking him in the beginning, but it was like there wasn't anything sensitive until he lied about a case. And then the CP was just stupid.
Yeah.
And now at this point, he's
IRS.
let a child predator walk. A child predator is out there walking right now due to the fact that he did not let us get the information to the correct authorities. To an actual authority, actually.
Yeah.
It is really weird, to be honest. It's sad because the stuff that he said, I mean, he wanted help on all kinds of stuff, and I gave him information, and he acted like he was on the phone with his sister, and that his sister worked for the IRS. I was like, what? Okay.
He's a pathological liar.
A path unlogical lie.
He doesn't. He
Yeah.
does not sympathize with them. He truly does act like he's disgusted with them. He just acts like he's the one that's able to go arrest. That's his job. That's his case, but it's not. He has nothing to do with it.
In what
Yeah,
department?
him and his he's gonna retire and have 2 retirements. He wanted to start a team with me, and he was dead set on me leaving my team. He said that my loyalty was notable or something. Honey, please stop. That, you know, just because I am obviously very dedicated to my team and very dedicated to saving these children. But he was going to foot the bill for all my Axon body cameras. He was completely going to start a new team with me. Hey, would you?
That was important to him. He wanted a predator prevention team and called it York and hand out York candies. Like, what? He was up. He loved Alex and Musa and OPP. Who else did he talk a lot about?
I don't know. He was a glorified fanboy. That's what he was.
Yes, beyond. And he said we were his heroes, which was weird, but hey, whatever. It's weird, but you know, it was a learning experience.
Yeah, I just wanted to point out one other thing. Go ahead, Sabrina.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Okay, so on Smashly stream, Smashly, I think you entitled it "Stories with Agent York" or "Agent York Stories" episode 1 or something.
Yes.
I mean, there's an entire, like you said, he's very educated on stuff, but you know, a lot of the lies that he told on PCM's stream told in yours, but just one more timestamp. So at 15 and 10 seconds, he says to you, of course, you were interviewing him, but he said that he was infantry in the Marine Corps. And then he said he began teaching at a police academy, and he got commissioned and then became an instructor at a police academy. That simply does not make sense at all.
And he also has 20 years in the Marine Corps. We have an audio of him saying that as well.
Yeah.
So there's no way he did 26 years all active duty. He acts as if he did 26 years inside the entire. But we know he was a paramedic in the States for 12 years at least.
Yeah, I really think that we are gonna do a FOIA request and try to get his records, just to put that to bed too. My hunch, sneaking suspicion, is that he did a small stint in the Air Force, but that's a hunch. That is not at all been confirmed. Yeah, that's not confirmed.
DM York, if you can drop me your DD-214, I'll black out any personal information on it besides your name and the date that you retired, whatever you ETS. That I will show everyone, and then we can prove that you're actually, 1, a Marine, and 2, that you spent 26 years in the Marine Corps.
Also, don't try to fake it, because we will be able to tell if you fake it.
I will
down.
Be able to see if you faked it, Mr. Pork.
See, and that's the thing, is that, like, yes, he has so many different documents and trying to say that he's this person, but I mean, at this point, I'm not sure that he is DM York, you know, and I'm not sure his name is David. And so there would be a lot more that I would have to see for proof, because I don't know that he's not completely faking everything, because he has lied about so many things that it's hard for me to believe anything, even his name, you know?
Which would also just be stealing someone's identity. So.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
either way, he's in the wrong. I mean, either way, like you cut it, like he's in the wrong.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
As far as I can tell, this is his real identity with a lot of misinformation surrounding it. But
I think it's his name.
yeah.
Because his wife's name matches. It's his name.
I mean,
Yeah,
we have his address.
Yeah, we've done a lot of research to try to confirm that.
we just didn't come on here without facts. I mean, we've been researching this for weeks.
His background check comes out to him, her wife, and although he told someone else that was not his wife. Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, he told me it was just his fiance, and that he's been married one time before. Yeah, there's.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know what to believe.
Yeah, I don't want to bring her into it. I don't want to bring anybody else into it. If anybody out there is inclined to research, please do not harass his family. If you find them, please do not do that. That does not work.
Don't do that.
This is not about
also,
anybody else but him.
I just remembered, Smashley, when people were giving you questions to ask him in the chats. I forget the name. They did ask if he was married, and I guess at the time he had told you he was engaged. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. But he's clearly been married, so.
Yeah, he has been married in the past. He says that he is engaged, but when he's done the video chats with Sabrina, he has said flat out that he was married, and she was completely in compliance with it. So, I mean, I don't know what kind of woman would sit there and allow somebody to lie like that, but it is what it is, I guess. It's pretty sad. But she has nothing to do with it, honestly. This is, it's just him.
One thing that I found odd is like whenever, say, Sabrina, we had a case, and then she was like, I think this Pred is a teacher. And then an hour later, he came back. He's like, oh, yeah, he's definitely a teacher. Like, we're like, where? He's like, oh, I don't know that. It'll be on my desk in the morning. Like, he only confirmed what we knew. Like, he never gave us any other extra information.
No, never. And the fact that he completely got into you guys saying that he helped me was that's laughable.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yes, you were the reference in Ryan's case. At the time, I didn't know WAP team was involved. I just knew I had the case. Alex and OPV were the catchers, and I was trying to get his address. And he kept saying how I got it. I have a whole stack. I'll email it to you. And then why me? You don't need to do that. Just give it to Alex. He's the catcher. He acted like he did. And Alex kept saying, I didn't talk to him. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, then the catcher's done and they know where he is. Well, that's because WAP team was on it. That would be why. But so that case, like that was the CP case. And then a bunch of predators. The predator bullhead I had, he said he was getting him, he was coming out himself to arrest him for something totally different. I don't know how he came up to that, but that was what. Do you remember what the word was?
ATF was coming.
Yeah, ATF was coming for him.
Selling gun parts.
Selling gun parts. That was so weird. Like, so like, what the hell? And David and I did talk about the community and how you can't, they'll tear you apart. And if you come in with lies, he thought that was good. He did. He told me, yeah, that's what I love about this community. You don't come in with false,
I doubt he loves him now.
Be who you are. I love this community. That's what he kept telling me. I love this community. Some of them are not so good, but who cares? He always pull names. And I said, I don't really get intimidated easily. I'll just expose anybody with the right amount of information. He says, oh, I know you would, and that's why I like you. Okay. Do you like me now, David? Curiosity. I thought y'all were exposing someone else. I forgot about this guy because I haven't seen him a lot. Oh. Yeah, just know that we're not calling him anything but he is a con artist. He is a pathological liar. delusional. What else? I mean, I think he truly believes his lies. And now, if anybody else has been affected, say something.
If anyone's been affected and they also would like to stay anonymous for protection reasons, please, please, please reach out to me or Sabrina.
We just got confirmation that from ICAC that he's not a member, like an email.
Whew.
Like I said, we have a damn big investigation going on, and
For ourselves.
Yep.
Yeah, and this this isn't like, but we don't like doing this. This is not something that we're enjoying right now. Aside from just the fact that he's being exposed, so he won't be able to ruin anybody else's catches. But this is detriment. This type of thing is detrimental to the community, and I just want to say, like, I'm sure DM York is listening to this. So, we don't know each other. I never really even met him. I just heard all this stuff secondhand, and but if you're truly about saving the kids, if you're truly about this for the right reasons, and you want to start your own team, go start your own team. Like, just go do it and stop messing with everybody else's teams. Like, go start your own team, do your own thing, and lie to your own team. I don't care, but don't mess with anybody else's teams. This is to the point to where it's just sad.
Let me read this, you guys. Good morning. David York from Levittown, Pennsylvania, is not a member of the Pennsylvania ICAC. Members of the Pennsylvania ICAC are not authorized to condone, encourage, or promote cyber vigilantism by private citizens. And I'll save the rest for our stuff, so we don't put out too much information. But yeah,
we're not vigilantes.
No,
just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I'm not finishing the rest of the email because it pertains to other stuff, but yeah, so
DM York, fuck you. You let a fucking predator walk.
Yeah, that was your case. You said
trash.
He's awful.
Yeah, what he did to Smashley, that's heartbreaking.
I want you to know, DM York, the person that you claim to help me with is sitting in jail on $1 million bond. So no thanks to you. No thanks to you. Right? You're a piece of shit.
Because things were handled properly. Yeah, and I did confront him, by the way, if anybody wants to know. I did say something about Chris Couch that he did an arrest, and I did talk to the one who wasn't fazed by it. He was not. There was no reaction. There was nothing. He didn't really care.
Yeah, for somebody to sit there and for you to say, look, this guy was not arrested, and him to not even change faces, like, that's concerning. There's something absolutely terribly wrong with that person. I mean, what? I don't understand people like this. This is never something that I've allowed into my life. I don't allow people like this into my life. And so I am completely and utterly knocked off my axis with this. I am so confused. This is not something that I don't know people like this. I don't know people that literally come into people's lives to wreak havoc and can't even keep their lives straight. You know what I mean? Like, come on, come with something better than that. It's just crazy. I don't allow this in my life. It's absolutely insane to me.
He also offered multiple teams ICAC manuals, and I don't think that's legal.
I know at least 3 teams total so far. If there's any other teams out there that he has offered an ICAC manual, he has offered something that is supposed to only be retrievable by law enforcement, please reach out.
Absolutely.
there are people that can do citizen's arrest. But that is not what he's saying. He's saying it's his case. He was on it. Give it to him.
He said he tased them.
But this one in Pennsylvania, ICAC. Oh boy, David, you in deep shit. That's what I got to say.
Yeah. I mean, this is not something that you can just pretend. You can't just pretend that you are an FBI or not FBI. You're a federal agent and get away with this. It's a crime. This is a crime, and we really hope that we have, together we have enough to press charges, because this is out of this world. I just don't understand this. He should not be able to go around acting like this, and if it's not in this community, he's going to try to find somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to stop.
This is why I said I'll take the blame. I will post this. Anybody who has been affected, please come forward. You can be anonymous if you have to. But when it comes to law enforcement, detectives, prosecuting, I don't know. You'd have to ask them. But this was done for a reason. We need to know who all he's affected. So share it out.
Yeah.
All the decoys. We need to know.
I think it should be noted that he has actually gone on some catches with some catchers. And if you know anything about U.S. Marshals, they can actually, cross state lines because of jurisdictions and stuff. They can actually do that. And when he was on catch, why didn't he do anything then?
I don't know. But if he wants to come up, he knows we're live.
Oh, yeah. Come on, David.
Nobody said no. No,
we'll all be silent so you can plead your case, please. If we're all in the wrong, please prove us wrong. You know?
Yeah, but don't sit here and think that you're gonna have days, weeks, whatever to come up with more lies, because this is not how it's gonna go, bud. It's not gonna happen.
It was just a big misunderstanding. Let him plead his case. ICAC's wrong sometimes, right?
We're mediation teams, we want to mediate this.
Right? Shush. I'm not going to yell at him. Anybody here going to yell at him?
I'm just kidding.
I'll keep my mic muted.
Yeah, I will too.
Please. I don't want to talk to him.
No interests. So, if he wants to come on and even say why.
Oh yeah, he keeps telling me that Tommy has warrants. Yeah, Tommy talks to the police every single day, and not once have they asked about these.
Oh yeah, that part. I forgot about that. I forgot about that part of it.
Imagine Tommy actually having a pretty good relationship with the agencies, and they not know he has warrants. Oh my God.
If someone in here wants the link on the StreamYard.
It depends. Has he affected you? We don't need something in there, We're not trying to get trolls up in here, because if something dumb.
Well, I want to post it in the YouTube chat, because there's going to be a bunch of trolls that's coming up.
We're not going to let just anybody up here, because if one thing bad happens, I can't leave this public.
Yeah.
I know he went on Moose's. I know.
Yeah, Christine, we already
confirmed that. I don't know who else, but
yeah, that was the one I was actually referring to.
Yeah.
He was very nice to all of us?
Oh yeah, he was literally a glorified fanboy.
Yeah,
that's what he was.
He was very
yeah. That's what confuses me. Like, why? The why comes into play. And the fact that he literally went to all of the decoys to try to get into the teams that way, knowing that most of us, if not all of us, are survivors. And that's how he got in with me, was telling me that he was a survivor.
Yeah.
I take that very, very fucking seriously. And so when somebody tells me that's, I want to do anything and everything I can to help you. And so, yeah, it's definitely changed me a little bit, which I don't want anything to change me, because I like who I am. I like that I trust people. I like that I'm a good person. I like that I'm friendly. I don't want that to change, but it's definitely made it to where I'm not all out there anymore. I have a very select group of people that I talk to, and that's it. And for now, it has to be that way.
And one of the things that didn't make sense to me is like there was like a bunch of people that were like, oh yeah, he asked for my address, he's gonna send me all kinds of stuff, and he's gonna send me MREs. Like, what was the point of getting all these people's addresses? Like, that doesn't, I mean, that's so weird.
It's
Yeah, he
super-
tried to get mine, and all I gave him was my PO box.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Yeah, Smash. I don't think that's a bad thing that you're now more careful, but I do think it's sad. I think it's sad that now because of this, everybody is going to be really paranoid, probably about normal people just asking to help out.
Right.
But
You bring in now, we totally changed that up.
Yeah. So I don't like the idea of like being like, send me your photo ID. Let's do a background check. But unfortunately, that's just looking like it's how it's gonna have to be. And it's sad. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing.
Yeah, if somebody
Yeah.
tells you they're with anything higher, bye.
Right.
I don't believe you.
And I mean, the thing that should have tipped me off, honestly, was the fact that he gave me his personal Gmail account, and it didn't come through, a completely secure email account from his office when he was supposedly going to get warrants for Boomhauer, Like that should have came from a certified email, like somebody else that was working on this said that he talks to somebody that is in law enforcement, and it comes straight through a certified email. He doesn't even know who the guy is, but it's a certified email. So, there was red flags. There was, but when he showed up, there was also a lot of other drama going on with me and a different member of, within our CPP group, not within the team, but just somebody that I was chatting with. And so yeah, he came in at an opportune time, and he completely just went all out. It was absolutely pathetic, honestly. I don't know, I've never known somebody like that, and hope to never know anybody like that again.
I know there's a lot I'm forgetting about, but there's like since when and the timeline that he came in. And I know there is like so much information because we spent hours. Like he'd want to get on the phone. Like
Yeah.
It was blowing me away. And I mean, I have my team. Like I have a team that I couldn't just. I'm like, okay. And he wanted calls. He wanted video calls. And I mean, that's what happens when you're nice people. When you're nice.
And I was on the phone call with Sabrina whenever he made that story up about Chris. Like he like had a whole ass story about it. And I thought it was insane. And there's no record of him ever being arrested.
No.
And there was a kid involved. I'm like, well, where was the kid? And he's like, oh, well, he's with his grandmother right now. So like, why would you like?
Who wants to give a summary? For those that just popping in, who wants to give a summary?
Oh, you can.
Ooh. I like short.
A short summary.
Fucking fraud.
Oh yeah, to say the least. To say the least.
David York.
I would love for him to come up here.
And York is not who you think he is. He is not. And I mean not who he claims.
Yeah, PHI, he made it to seem like he was in this community for a long time, but the first time I ever saw him was about 5 or 6 months ago. Well, yeah, about 5 or 6 months ago. On the exposure with stupid GIO was the last time was the very first time I ever saw him, and which was kind of weird because I am a small channel. And so the fact that he sought me out was
That's what he
extremely odd.
does. He like, well, not saying you're like a small channel now, but that's what he like did. It was like prey on small channels and to
Yep.
get information. Like
At least
it's
troll
messed
better.
up.
Doesn't the
Yep.
Marvel troll better than that? At least put some funniness in it. Even like
Yeah.
just have some humor. Like we see. Oh, I'm sure. Like we see enough grossness. Come on, give us some humor trolling. I need laughter, man. I need after today, after all the CP.
Yeah, no kidding. And that's what he really brought, honestly, with with the friendship. And it was literally, we would be on the phone for hours just laughing. And so yeah, when I realized, when it all came to a head and I realized that this was nothing but a lie, I didn't sleep, I didn't eat for about a week because of this. And then after that, I mean, I literally went through
Thank you, Mother.
the grieving stage. It was very weird for like a day and a half, 2 days. I was upset that I lost that friendship. You know what I mean? Not the lies, not anything else. And that's what I kept telling myself, even though he's possibly lying about what he does for a living. Everybody lies. Everybody tells stupid lies, but he's a good person. He's a good friend. He's a good this. No, he's not. No, he's not. Somebody that can bold-faced lie to you like that and promise you things and continue to lie and you know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too much. It really pisses me off.
What do you think he got out of it?
I don't know.
Well, I know what we got out of it.
That I don't understand.
We
I don't know.
we at least, like, the only good thing that I think that came out of this is like we're all on a live stream together. Like like all of the community pretty much has come together like cordially. Like there's no infighting, which is amazing. I just
No, there was no reason to.
Yeah, I just like met a lot of people that I didn't know before in the community, which I think is really nice.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Absolutely.
we all have the same goal of protecting the kids. So, I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
That's been messed up was our case that we're on. That's really been time consuming to us. I mean, yeah, this has been time consuming, but for the most part, our gruesome case is time consuming. We do everything else is effective and just mine messed up.
Yeah.
Is there anybody who has any information that wants to come up? Is anybody?
I saw somebody in here saying that he did something to them, but they don't trust anybody here, so they'll keep their mouths shut, which I wish that wasn't the case. If you don't trust somebody, that's fine. But if you do have information or you want to tell your story, I mean, there's many places that you could email me, you could whatever.
You could come up here
like
anonymously.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Backstage or no?
Let me see something.
I saw some people saying like lies that he like told them early on. I can't remember who it was though, and I don't think I can look at the history that far back easily.
Oh yeah, it was static. Okay, well that's fine. I mean,
hey Sabrina, someone's backstage.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. Okay, you want here? I'll put. There you go. There you go.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
All right. You guys, I had a whole big list of notes. I've been sitting back here for a while, but you guys got a lot of it, except we have more. What people don't know is that their team and our team, which are one team now, we were both doing the same kind of investigation, making phone calls. We have some that they don't have yet, but we will get them to them. We were doing the same kind of investigation, and we kind of, FTK hit me up, and so we're kind of joining forces now. And you guys covered a lot of it. But the part two, I would imagine you'll probably have our phone calls as well.
Mm-hmm.
The thing, one of the things that ticks me off about this is York would say oh, give me whatever you have, and I will find out who he is. I will do this. I will do that. So nobody was doing it. So we have predators out there that nobody's finding out their information. You know, we have
Yeah.
other people that can legitimately run their plate numbers or whatever. You know, and can I cuss on here? Is that okay?
I don't have a problem with it.
All right, good, because I say motherfucker a lot. But and I already had a couple of women that were telling me things about him, but since it kind of started to kind of come out that we were really looking into it, I've had more, and I've shared, I think, a little bit of it with FTK, and I have more, but some of them are scared because, like, he has their private information. Like, he'd say, "Oh, I want to send you something" or whatever, and so he's got their address and like their real name, so they're scared to even let me use their messages because he's going to figure out who they are. And this is so widespread. You guys know this. And my personal dealing with him was like started back in March, and I apologize to the whole community that I wasn't paying more attention and I didn't jump on this sooner, or I would have blown the lid off it already. But in total, I gave him 3 plate numbers. None of those plate numbers came back with an actual name. He always had some kind of bullshit excuse, and I gave FTK one of the chats on that. It's just bullshit like that keeps going and going and going. And he's really good. He is really good because he can. Like, I checked some of the case laws that he just rattled off the top of his head, or not case laws, the law numbers. He was he was right. You know, so
there's no joke. Like, no joke. This guy has done his homework.
Yes.
Yeah. If he's not law enforcement now, which I don't think he is, because we have called all kinds of places in Pennsylvania. We've called feds, and like they're all like, we never heard of this guy. Like, he gives you a big bullshit story about, oh, I got into an argument with the DA because he wasn't taking it seriously or whatever. So we call that DA, and they're like, who the hell are you talking about? You know, it's shit like that.
Not to interrupt you, but
And go ahead.
that he is in here. Confirmation, yes, he has been in here. Confirmation, he's listening.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we didn't need to look it up to know that. But Dave, I would love for you to come on. I just want to ask you why, man. I won't interrupt you. I won't cut you out. Nothing. I just want to know why.
Come on up, David.
Yeah.
And while we're waiting on him, like, he's really good at playing that octave on the phone where like he'll video call you. He loves to video call people, and the women, I know why, because he wants to check them out. But he's real good. He'll pick up a landline and say and act like he's talking to somebody, but he'll never put it on speakerphone so you can hear.
Yes, he did that to me.
Yeah, he's done that to a bunch of people. And what another thing that he's doing is, like, he burns groups of people, and they figure him out. They start calling him out, and he takes off and finds the next little group of people.
Yeah.
And he would have to be 110 years old to have all the experience he said he's had, you know?
If anyone here can send the StreamYard link to him, that would be awesome. I don't think he has.
It's unblocked. I could send it to him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're backstabbing bitch talking. Like, yeah, I'm the backstabber, you know? Jeez.
Yeah.
I turned on. Like, no, that's so dumb.
Here, I'll send it in the group
Nobody
chat.
turned on him. The only thing that we are doing here is telling the truth. Nobody has turned on him. We are telling exactly what we know, and that's it.
No, he turned on us. Like, I have text messages and DMs from, like, he tells one woman he's from the FBI, another one he's a marshal, another one he's this, he's that. What, you know? And if you guys don't know what badge bunnies are, I did fugitive recovery myself for 8 years, and I encountered this. Firemen encountered this. Cops encounter it. A badge bunny is somebody is a woman who is turned on just because you have a badge. It does not matter what you look like. Dave is very charismatic. I don't know if the ladies find him good looking. I wouldn't think so, but I'm no judge of that. But and I've heard him tell women that he's single. I've heard him say he's engaged. I've heard it, all kinds, just different stories all the time.
Link, so hopefully he joins.
Should I text the link?
I sent him one.
Oh, okay.
Through our group chat that me and Sabrina had with him. Yeah, I sent him one.
Oh, I'm gonna send it to his phone number.
Oh shit.
I mean, if you have something to say, if we are wrong, please show us.
We'll be
Prove
leaving.
it. I mean, I know that you keep saying that you don't have to prove shit to nobody. You're the professional. Prove that, at least.
If you
I
prove
mean,
us
why
all
is
wrong,
that
we'll
ID?
all.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
No, go
why
ahead.
is the ID blacked out? I want to know that.
Yeah, that's what I was
What
going
you
to
sent
ask.
me,
Why are
why
there
is that
parts?
blacked out? What is it there that is hidden? If anything else, if nothing else, send me that unredacted. I mean,
Another thing, I can't remember what certification it was, but the date was conveniently cut off. I think you guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's just
I
crap
think
like
so.
that. I can't remember. Well, no, I can't do anything on my phone because it'll kick me off. But if you guys don't have that, I'll send it to you.
I think I probably have it.
Power Banana, I will drop the link for you.
We do have that, Bill.
Okay, good.
And
But no, we are not wrong. You can't go around. I've got DMs and text messages of him telling one woman he's with the FBI, another one said he was something else, but like he'd have to be 110 years old to have had all the experiences that he says he's had.
Right.
And
He's a Marine. He's a paramedic. He's a U.S. Marshal. He's a Border Patrol agent. He's a ICAC. He's so many things. Oh yeah.
and it's verifiable. We've just been waiting, and we finally got it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, you guys and our people have called various. We've called the marshals. I think somebody called the FBI. All kinds of places in Pennsylvania.
They don't know who he is. I called his local precinct. They don't know who he is. They thought his address was fake.
They're going to.
Not only that, they're pissed that somebody is out there saying that they're affiliated with them. So, I mean, if all else fails, it won't be us that are pressing charges. It'll be actual agents and police officers pressing charges.
As angry as I am at this, I'm glad this is happening. I've been chomping at the bit waiting for this to happen because people need to know.
I dropped the link for you, Power of Banana.
He was told. That's the thing, you guys. This is not like breaking news for him.
He knew this was coming. Somebody told him that I was looking into him. So, I mean, like, yeah, yep.
He knows I was on to him too.
Yeah.
He had to have figured that at some point, like something like this was going to happen. I mean, there's no way.
The thing is, he has to have been doing this for a very long time. We are just, we probably are the biggest group of people he's ever done this to, but he exploits. He is I'm not saying a child predator. He is a predator of different kind. He exploits people. He takes care of vulnerable people. Exactly.
Trinity. Yeah, did he reach out to men? It's a good question.
What?
It's a very good question. Did he reach out? Whoops. Because I don't know. Did he reach out to only men? I mean, because I don't know. I know he had.
I think he's probably reached out to at least one person from every team, big and small.
And speaking of a team that's small, there is one specific person who is or was actively working with him. I do not mean to rub this in your face in any way, but if you would like to eat your words now, I'm ready to hear it because I've heard enough already at this point from you about you. So
that's something else. Is the federal government considers us activists, and he could not. He would. You cannot be a Fed and be an activist. And him going on those catches, you wouldn't be able to do that. They would fire him pretty quickly.
Yeah. And if he was a part of ICAC and was trying to send manuals out, like that's That's not legal.
Well, so when he was saying that because he said, give me a week to get out of this hospital bed and I will have the warrants to go and get Boomhauer. And then he said that like a week later, when I started asking about it, he said, oh, well, Boomhauer's made a friend in ICAC. He's talking to an ICAC decoy. Well, isn't the U.S. Marshals over ICAC? Like, don't they have jurisdiction? You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't they have more power? I don't know. But he said that they were supposed to have a meeting about him and that he did it while he was in his hospital bed. And that he was still going to go after him. And I still haven't heard a word about it.
They had a meeting while he was in the hospital bed?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That sounds really professional.
When did he say he said he got stabbed in the lung? I hadn't heard that one. He said he got stabbed in the lung.
Yeah. In the lung. He said that
when?
he would. I will have to get dates on that.
Instagram.
But I do have it. It was probably like 2 or 3 weeks after GIO. He said that he was going around a corner that a perp ditched around the corner around a garbage can. And when he came around, he jumped out with a screwdriver and stabbed him right under his vest in the lung. And then the guy fell on top of him and he shot him twice in the stomach and killed him.
Yeah.
Oh, so that should actually be in the news then.
Right.
Yeah.
Paramedics, EMTs, they do go into dangerous situations and they can get hurt and they can get killed. But paramedics, EMTs don't carry firearms.
Oh, no, that's when he was acting as a U.S. Marshal, not a paramedic. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the point I want to make is that it takes a long time to get over shit like that. You know what I mean? And what I'm trying to do is correlate like when he said that happened to either him like being on a live catch or even just sitting up on that chair. You guys know how he talks. You know, he's all animated and stuff. Did anybody ever see him not animated like that? You know?
Oh
no.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Like
also, like in the Survivor stream with PCM while he was on there, it looked like he was reading something off the computer, and he took his glasses off because he noticed a reflection on the computer in the very beginning when he starts to talk. Shout out to Kyle.
Oh yeah, he started again, not discrediting his story, but when he was telling it, it definitely looked like, you know, he was reading. But even after he takes his glasses off, and even after telling his story, it's like he's searching, you know, down as if, you know, he's clearly at a desk or something. So I mean, this is just simple stuff for people that actually investigate like us. So
he did get a direct link. I sent it to his cell phone.
He blocked me on Instagram. He's not coming up here.
No, I highly doubt it.
Just for fun, our nickname for him is DM DeWitt. I don't know if you know who Jeremy DeWitt is, but look it up.
I thought you understand because we are correct.
Has he ever said sergeant like multiple times?
That was somebody that I was talking with that I believe was lying as well. And he said something, he said that he was in the military, and David said it doesn't pass the sniff test. He's not anything. He's not a sergeant or whatever. I know how they talk, and that's not how they talk.
Sergeant.
Yeah.
Sergeant. Yeah. If y'all don't know who Jeremy DeWitt is, check it out on YouTube. He's a fake cop that got arrested a bunch of times, and there's tons of footage, and that just, DM DeWitt just rolls off the tongue so nicely.
It's a fun story and adventure to go on.
Mm-hmm.
I call him Agent Asshole, but that's just me.
Hey, that works.
Pathological liar. He is a liar. What was your red flags, guys? Smashley?
My first one was when we were talking on the phone about, like I was saying, somebody that was a part of the CPP community that was obviously lying to me. I did one of his stories too that I had to pull. But he said that he is not a seasoned con man. He doesn't sound like a seasoned con man, which was like, and you are, you know what I mean? And then when he said that he was shot, or not shot, but stabbed and in the hospital, but yet a week later, 2 weeks later, he was back working. That no, when there is a police officer shooting and you're involved in that, there's so many things that you have to go through. There's different investigations, things like that. It doesn't take a week and a half, 2 weeks until you're right back in work. So there were quite a few of them. When he told me that tracking number that was 4 digits shy of an actual tracking number, and when he had every excuse in the book as to why he couldn't get the information that I needed, just all of it, all of it. But I was stupid and I didn't listen, and I thought that he was just, regardless of if he's lying about his job, he's still a cool person. But I was wrong.
Next is, Smashley, why do you think that he went to you?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because you got a good heart.
First, what you look like.
Okay, guys. One of my team has sent me a list of calls that person has made where they said, we don't know who the fuck he is. And they probably said it just like that. Pennsylvania AG's office, Middletown Township PD, Falls Township PD, Bristol Township PD, all in PA around where he supposedly lives.
Well, they know about him now.
Wow.
Yep.
So I was asking if he knew what you look like because he went to you for appearance, attracted you.
Me?
Yeah.
He didn't know what I looked like until I sent him that picture of Boomhauer and then one of my decoy photos, which my decoy pictures look exactly like me, but three kids younger. So but yeah, so he didn't know, and he still doesn't know exactly what I look like. It's just my decoy photo that he's seen. So I'm not sure why he came after me.
We all were suspicious of something. Does anybody know?
Yeah.
Well, since he gave me some of the decoys, do you guys think it was possible that he was looking for the decoys on? Should I go further?
I mean, as far as I know, I was the first one that he started talking to. I'm not sure, obviously the dates on that because I don't know how long you guys have been talking to him. But I'm pretty sure he's reached out to probably every female decoy, and has also talked to at least one, if not more, males in every catching team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets around.
Yeah.
Here's something else, and if he hasn't already taken it down, he probably will when he hears me say this. And I would run right now to his Instagram. I think his Instagram is DM York, but last I knew, he still had live streams up that he'd done. And he talks a good game. I watch them, and I've had a lot of tactical training, and like he mentions things on that where he does know what he's talking about, because it's stuff that you would not learn by watching movies or TV. It's just the detailed stuff. So he knows some stuff. Maybe he's just watched a whole lot of YouTube videos. I don't know. Or maybe he's had the actual
have to be
training,
deeply interested in these things to know as much as he does,
Mhm.
if not completely involved.
He knows how to make himself look good at talking. I mean, he plays a good game. A real good game.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not playing kiddie games here. He knows exactly what he's talking about.
What did Kyle?
What?
Kyle, what did you think about him?
You already know how I feel. Was that Bill that said he's had technical training?
He's either had the training, or like he's just watched so many technical videos that he just has the shit memorized, because the stuff, like he knows stuff that I know about, and I've had tons of training. It's not stuff that you would just pick up watching a movie or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Same here, because I did federal armed security. So, I mean,
Awesome.
let's talk about, finding out which eye is your dominant one. Like that would be something that you would really have to go to training for, or watch a video on, or actually
Right.
have the experience on. So, I mean, I mean, we all know he's done his research, so it just is what it is.
OMG, I just checked. I'm following him. He's following me. I have no idea how long it's been. I was gonna mention that he's following the majority of people in the community.
Yeah.
I guess people didn't realize that. That's how he's decoys team. Yeah. He not after today, but yes, he is in. That's why we had to do this. He is deep in this community, real deep.
Yep.
Well, everybody, catchers especially, if he's following you, freaking block him. Let's cancel this motherfucker tonight.
Yep, I agree.
He already blocked me. I'm hurt.
Oh no.
Fuck that
Stuff, evidence. He blocked me.
Hey, Gumby. What's up, Bella?
See, our superiors here.
DM York, Gumby says, fuck you.
Right? Tyler says, fuck you.
I'm pretty sure this entire community says, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The jury's still out, guys. The jury is still out. How's everybody feel about what you've heard so far? What have you, everything that you've heard so far, what do you feel? What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody on the panel in 3, 2, 1. Fuck you, DM.
Fuck you, David.
Okay, but this isn't anybody else. This is about DM York. So we were on to ask, after everything you've heard, what do you guys think about him?
PHI, when we saw him in your live stream, we were like, oh my gosh. Like, we wanted to reach out to you, but like, we didn't, I don't know. But we wanted to warn you, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I went and I asked T-Coy, I asked quite a few people, and it's weird that we're not all connected, which needs to stop, like, but we definitely need to come together as a community and drop the bullshit, because this is too much. There's more at stake here than just the stupid drama. I'm so over it.
Okay.
His IG is private, of course.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. He's doing real damage. Like I said earlier, like he says, "Oh, I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to find out his information." So the catchers in their team thinks, "Okay, well, I don't have to because he's going to," and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Plus the women that he's. Here's another story. A woman that hit me up said that she had I might be getting this wrong, but it's going to be close. She had her car payment due, and he was telling her about it, or she was telling him about it, and she was like conflicted because she also was going to have to pay her rent, but wasn't going to have enough money by the end of the month to cover them both. And he says, "Oh, go ahead and make your car payment, and then when your rent comes due, I'll pay it for you." So she makes her car payment. Well, come rent time, she got no money, so she's still in a bind, I think, but.
Oh yeah, he's done that to me too. I mean, too many times. He said that since he had two retirements coming in, he didn't need one of them, and so he would pay my car off for me. He was going to go to the bank the next day, and he was going to pay the $16,000 it is to pay my car off.
Oh shit! It should also be noted on the PC stream that he was on. Did you ever get your brakes fixed? And then he was like, "I told you I would fix them." Like, what, bro?
Yeah.
And they're in Indiana, and he's in like PA or something. How, my guy? How?
Yeah. This one time I was having a problem with my insurance covering my medication, And I mean, it's $360 for just one of them. And so he's like, well, I wouldn't tell him how much it was, because it's hard enough for me to ask for help from anybody, let alone somebody that I barely know, you know? And so he's like, well, I'm just going to send you $500. How's that? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, I'm going to just overestimate then and send you more. I don't know how much is it. And I just said, whatever, you know, do what you want. I mean, I tried to tell him no 1,000 times. And then he's like, well, I'll call you back. I got to get my card onto my Cash App really quick. And I'm like, whatever, dude. Okay. And and then like 10 minutes after that, Tommy had called me and he's like, hey, what was your PayPal again? And so I texted him like 2 seconds after I got off the phone with Tommy. I'm like, don't worry about it. Tommy just paid me for some catches. I'm good. You know, like, don't even worry about it. And so he's like, are you sure? Like, I got you. If you need me anytime, I'm here. But yeah, he's promised so many things to so many people, and he's followed through with none of it. None of it. And it's
This is
sad.
about DM York.
I mean, and it's that I want to make sure that people know that this is not, I'm not mad about the stuff that he said that he was going to send. I'm not mad about the money. I am mad about the lies and the hurt and everything that he has done to so many people besides me. And I thought I was alone in it. It wasn't until Sabrina contacted me that it was just like, what the hell, you know, like, what's up? So I thought I was completely alone.
Mm-hmm. And that's why people should be talking, is because if you
Yeah.
don't, and I get it. I see the comments. No one likes drama. Unfortunately, some things have to come out, or the community is unaware. And they're why didn't
this is not about drama for drama's sake. This is because this guy is doing damage to people.
It's no different than exposing what we do, right? It's no different. You're just exposing something else. It truly is about exposing something else that could put damage on a team. He could, if he hasn't already.
It's not just that about hurting teams. It's literally impersonating law enforcement as well. Federal at that. So
I mean, so it's not that we wanted to open up a bunch of drama. We don't have a choice. And this isn't really drama unless you make it your drama. But
yeah,
we tried to get the facts out. We tried. And you see, he's not coming up. Why do you think that is? Why do you think he's not coming up?
He's been doing this for years.
I think so.
He's too good at it to, yeah.
And he's going to go into another community.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, I mean, we all know, us on the panel, we all know like what's going on behind the scenes. And it may take a while, but if he tries to, he's this will be the last community that he fucks over.
Yeah.
And this is a community that digs. I mean, we dig on predators all day to find out who they are. So why would he think that this is like the smartest thing to do is to come in here and lie? Like, dumb.
Yeah. No kidding. No kidding. It's sad that he got away with it for so long, you know?
Yeah. You say a predator was a sociopath, shit like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
It is very creepy who he picked to go to and who he didn't pick.
Did he delete his Instagram or did he just block me?
Probably just not delete. He probably blocked.
I just blocked you. I see it still up.
Blocking spree.
Oh, I'm sad.
Yeah, it was still up earlier today, but he blocked me on one of my accounts, but I think he forgot about the other one. So
I think so, Great Grandma. I think it is information to share. We didn't consider it drama, or I wouldn't have put it out. The only reason why I'm hosting it is because some don't want, in case something does go for him. I'm not intimidated by him at all. He knows I'm not intimidated, but some people are. Some people are intimidated by what they think that he can do, and I don't care. Like, I know what you're not. You're a liar, and I welcome you to come up here right now, but you don't. You keep covering your tracks, which you're a little late at it. I mean, people already know in your community what you're doing.
Anyone else have anything else to say?
Did I say fuck you enough times, or do I need to do it one more?
Yeah, I think one more time is.
Are we ready for merch?
Dave, fuck you, man.
Are we ready
Yeah,
for merch?
yeah, we need a Dave DeWitt T-shirt.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Tyler says, "Fuck you."
I
That
would
would
like
be
to see some
amazing.
middle finger emojis in the chat, please.
Yeah,
And there is
JT.
one. It's my most used
Oh,
middle
I'm not
finger.
taking this down. I am not taking this down. This is not being taken down at all.
I'll probably get a copy of it just in case it gets taken down.
Yeah, and if it does, I'll throw it up on my channel because I don't care about it.
Thing we think about, he can do nothing because he's a nobody, but he is doing something. He's hurting people. So that is, he's doing something. He is actually hurting people. He's giving people false hopes. And call him whatever you want. Call him any names you want. But the fact is David is a problem in this community and many others. I'm sure we're not the only community.
That's what I'm worried about. Like if he's doing this to this community, can you imagine what he's doing to others? You know what I mean? Like it can't be just us that he's messing with. It can't be.
He needs help. He truly believes he's this person. He's putting him out, and he's not. I mean, talk about the freaking...
I would doubt that he's been in a community the size of ours where there were so many people as easily accessible. But this is definitely not his first time doing this to people.
Oh yeah.
He knows himself.
Absolutely not. And I still like the end game. I mean, the why. I don't get that. I don't get that.
That's what I want to ask him. I mean, he's got to have some kind of either diagnosed or undiagnosed mental disorder. You can't just go and I had this conversation with somebody, I don't know, at some point, but like as a guy, we have all lied to women at some point or another, just to try to get with them or whatever. But this guy is doing it like on a mass scale, and there's just something wrong. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's playing the numbers or what, but
I don't know. I feel like he preys on women. I don't know.
I agree. Like several women in the last couple of days has told me things. I haven't had any guys come to me. Not saying that there aren't any out there, but and he got me for a couple of plate numbers I tried to have him run, but that was it. You know, he never offered me money and we didn't really talk that many times, but
He used to call me Agent Smashley. He's like, "You're too good to be doing this for YouTube. You need to be doing this full time. You know, you need a job doing this." And I mean, he would always say that kind of stuff and like pump me up and, "Oh, you're so good." Oh, what would he say? I don't know. He called it when somebody would get arrested. He would say good something. I can't remember, but he's like, "Yeah, that's what the cops say." I'm like, all right, whatever.
Me up too. He said how he loved the anti-catches, the decoy calls. He can't miss one live stream, and oh my gosh! And then telling me like, dude, the amount of stuff, the same thing to the next person, the same thing the next. Like I liked comparing when I first talked to Smashley, comparing the stories, all the same. It was interesting because majority of the time my husband was right there, so. I wasn't alone, and we were giving each other looks like, "Is this guy serious? Really?" And he just kept it up. He kept his stories up.
If this doesn't show the community that we need to not be as broken as we are, I don't know what will. I mean, this guy has literally infiltrated every team. Like, not every single team, obviously, but he has gotten on the good side of just about every single team with a simple lie.
Yeah, he's done enough.
Was spread. It was spread.
You're welcome, great grandma.
yeah, and
Fuck
I am not a good example of anything ever, but most people know that. But a perfect example here is like FTK and I went back and forth. We were flaming each other and stuff, but he hit me up and we put all that bullshit aside so we can come together and take care of this, you know?
That's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So it can be done because we were flaming each other pretty hard.
For the greater good, you can get the truth and not ignore, because I'm sure some wanted this to be kept. Oh, you don't need to talk about it. Yeah, I think you need to talk about somebody acting like somebody they're not.
At the end of the day, like this community, we all want one thing, you know. At least, you know, we're all supposed to want one thing, right? All the other drama, all the other bullshit, we need to put it behind us once and for all, and you know, stop, you know, stabbing each other in the back and all that stuff, because it does nothing but hurt the cause. It does nothing but make us look like a bunch of fools in front of law enforcement and the public, and you know, allows people to infiltrate us like DM York did.
He told me that Tommy was being investigated. He got a case open. He talked to his area. And I'm like, why are you telling me that? Why do I care? I don't even know. I don't what? What? Yeah, no.
Oh, Dragonfly, you're lucky I'm on this panel right now.
Oh.
All right.
Anything else we're missing? I know there's going to be a part 2. We don't know when it's going to be, but there is going to be a part 2.
There is definitely going to be a part 2. No doubt.
It's not drama. It's bringing awareness to teams.
I'm completely convinced that we are not the only ones and that there will be more to come. There's no doubt in my mind.
Let's comment on Brett's thing, though. So, Brett, if we didn't bring this out and there's somebody else that needs to talk about it and doesn't know, should we continue to let people think that he is who he says he is, or should we just ignore it?
Yeah, this is not drama for the sake of drama. This is stopping somebody from taking advantage of people in our own community.
Exposing a sexual predator. It is not. You're just exposing something else in the community. Guys, be aware. Guys.
I mean, he came in here, and part of the reason our community is so fucked up, at least this is my theory, is because we have a lot of people who were traumatized very badly when they were children, and as we all know, that fucks you up permanently. So he comes into a community that's ripe for the picking and just completely exploits and take advantage of it. If that doesn't piss you off and make you want to stop it, then you have as much of a problem as he does upstairs.
You'll release the calls after you speak to a lawyer. I think that's just Smashley.
That's for you, Smashley.
Sorry. Yes, after I speak with a lawyer, because I am in a one-party state, but Pennsylvania is a two-party state, and so I am not sure on the legality of me releasing the calls. But yes, if I am allowed to, I fully intend on releasing those calls.
You're all set. If you want to talk to a lawyer, you're all set. But like you can definitely record in a one-party state no matter what.
Okay.
Doesn't matter in a two-party.
Okay, I wasn't sure about that, but yeah, he, like, the last time that I called, I talked to him in a friendly way. I heard my voice echo back, and so that's what really concerned me was he recording me? Because like I said, we were friends. I believed him. I trusted him, and I told him deeply personal things about me, about my family, about people that I love, and to think that he would record that and exploit that makes me fucking sick. So I did need to know the legality of that, as far as I know that he cannot record me and release it, but does that go both ways?
It's really sad. What's really sad is we've been digging on this dude for Yeah, I think he knew. Why he's been on his blocking spree.
Um,
But see a change.
Irish meme says, but Bill, what about others who lie to people in this community? Because there are, yeah, but I agree with you, but this is not the place to be talking about anybody but Dave. You're 100% right, but
Yeah.
this isn't the
This
place
isn't
for that
about
right now.
like CPP or any other teams. Like this is strictly about David York.
Yeah. This had nothing to do with anything else but. And
Does anyone have any comments in the
yeah,
or questions?
Share it out because.
Do y'all mind if I smoke? I don't see any no smoking signs.
I mean,
No,
I'm
you're
not
good.
gonna smell it.
If you were next to me, I'd be like, no.
All right. To say again, if you have any combos with Mr. York, if you have any personal conversations with Mr. York where he might have claimed that he was part of a specific law enforcement agency, or even vaguely said he was part of a law enforcement agency, please send that to me.
Yeah. We have a few people that would like to see that.
Yeah, or if you can send it to me if you want. I'm not anything that I get will be shared with them. You can send it to my Instagram. It's Bill fucking Powell.
Yeah, if you trust Bill more than me, that's okay. I'm not going to cry over it, but we're going to keep it private. That's what it's going to be. This isn't going to be about posting your screenshots and your conversations.
Right.
This is something else.
This is
What?
Like this is legalities we're talking about. That's why we didn't want nobody coming in and trolling on the video because we want to keep it. We want people to come forward and let them know that they're not the only ones that are messed with.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this has gone far enough.
God,
This needs to be over.
Think of it being a secret. That hey, there's people onto you. It's not a secret anymore. We know who you are.
Yeah. Well, like I said, if as soon as I'm 100% on that, I'll release that call that he, the last one that I talked to him after he knew that I was looking into him. It's not very, very friendly. Every time that I would try to change the subject and go to something else, he would go right back to it. Tommy, keep my fucking name out of your fucking mouth or else I'm going to show up on your doorstep and pull your punk card. That kind of shit. So.
If he did that, I think we all know what would happen.
Yeah.
Tommy with the knife.
Yep, it's a little much. So, I mean, it is what it is, but hopefully this is enough to show that he has zero credibility to anything he says.
Right.
And so, he can try to backpedal as much as you want and try to lie as much as you want, but unless you have something that is absolutely set in stone that you can show to not just me, but everyone, nobody believes you, and you need to leave the community and stop hurting these people. This is sad. It's sad that you are such a pathetic piece of shit that you would feel like you need to do that,
Oh, and by the way, let me make it clear. He was never our team member at all. Never.
No, he was never a part of any team. None.
No, not that I'm aware.
Except for that one small catcher. He was a part of her team or is a part of her team. So if you for this video, make sure she knows about this.
Yep.
Christy, it's Bill FKN Powell, but you were close, and it has a pic. My profile picture is a drawing of an eye. And if you want to send me something, but you don't want your name used, I will take your name out or whatever. Or if you just want me to send it and you don't want it used at all, and just know that somebody has heard your message, we can do it that way too. You tell me to keep my mouth shut about something, that's just the way it's going to be.
Yeah, hopefully he stays out of our community now.
Yeah, DM York, stay out of our community and stop fucking with my friends. And if you do come back, you'd better come back with something other than lies.
Yeah.
I don't expect an apology, Boozer. There's no way. He's too on his high horse to do that. So, it is what it is. You know, I want him out. You have no reason to be here. Maybe you can come under a different name and try to build yourself up that way, but you'll never be what you thought you were going to be in this community. It's done, bud.
And everyone will know to expose you if you ever show your face around here again.
Absolutely. I know your voice. I know your face. I know how you talk, how you walk. I know everything about you, and I'm done.
And if
I'm
you
done.
do have a team, I know I said I'll work with teams. I won't work with you. I will not work with you as a team. No. Sorry. Anybody that joins this team, I'm sorry. No. And I've said it before, I'll work with all teams in it for the right reason. No, I will not work with you. You've done.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do this. And I mean everybody in the chat. Everybody. If you have an Instagram, if you're on Discord or whatever, Gilded or whatever it is they use now, after we're done here, go and make posts about this shit. Drop this video in every freaking Discord and Gilded. Let's just get it out there. Let's end him tonight.
Yep. I mean, if nothing else, it doesn't matter if anybody else like really comes forward and says this, that, or the other. I just want you guys to know, what he's capable of and what he's out there doing. And hopefully you can make your own decision on that and what you feel is the best route for you. But I would never allow him in my life again. I'm fucking angry at myself for allowing him in the first time. So, it is what it is. But
he's definitely opened me and Sabrina's eyes on who to let in and who not to, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
You didn't pass the test. Yeah, we didn't get personal like that. He didn't pass our test. Like, dumb.
And like every time he like video chatted you, Sabrina, didn't he ask if your husband was around and stuff like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, it was. It was.
That's odd.
Yeah.
And it was
I mean, he would always. Now that you mention it, he would ask where my husband was. That is so weird.
I made it super clear to him. I'm happily married. Everything's good. I
Yeah.
don't have to want for stuff because he said, visit me and your family, and I'll treat you guys good. Take you out, cook your steaks, and I'm like, I don't know. Stay here. I mean, no.
Yeah, and also like we can always dig deeper. Like I did like the most minimal amount of work to find out what I found out. Like we can always dig deeper, man. Like if you decide to mess with us, like I will dig. I will pull out all the tools. I will find out everything about you. So, and I'm pretty sure you got some skeletons in your closet, and I'm pretty sure it's probably on the internet.
Oh yeah.
Why?
Oh yeah.
But I'm not the only one he invited. Hell, he invited Musa. He invited who else? Like teams. He says, "I'll take good care of you." Everybody who comes to is like, "No, I don't know you like that."
He invited me on a live stream down to do a ride along with him, which obviously would never have fucking happened.
What the fuck would you do a ride along in his fucking Toyota? What the fuck?
I don't. He said
no, it would have been about that ride along. Yeah, I got shot and stabbed today, and blown up, and
God. Oh my
and I did a pred all at the same time.
Come sit in the
I was lit on fire. Yeah.
Any last things to say? I don't see anybody trying to come forward about anything. So, I mean, I think we've completed it. Oh,
I mean, at this point, I feel like we all have enough evidence put together for.
Been reported. Are you kidding me? We're just trying to gather evidence. This is like, this dude's done. It's been done. He's been done.
Yeah, we're not even to part 2 yet.
Nope. We've been. We've been digging and reporting. Like, that's why it's time to expose. It's time to let you guys know what we've really been up to. Not just with our predators, but with somebody in the community.
You're okay. I love you, PH. I do.
I mean, it's consumed a lot, but it has to be done. I'm tired of people thinking he's who he says he is. So next time you see him in the community, give him some love.
Oh, definitely.
But do not harass him outside of here.
Yeah, don't.
No. Everybody deserves love.
Kyle.
Great Grandma Unplugged, she knows all about giving love. Yep. How are you doing, Great Grandma Unplugged? Oh, God. And we might be having a call later, huh? Oh, God.
No, hell no, not that guy again.
Oh, my God. This guy is something else. I'm so... Oh, my God. I fucking hate this guy so bad.
All right, how much...
It
does
was
anyone
fun.
have any questions before we go?
Questions before
we head out? We might go live
God, I
later.
really wish he would come on here. Really wish that he would, face the music.
But
I almost too. He never called, so
he still might decide to.
If he had something to prove, he would have came up already.
FTK, you should try to call him.
No, I can't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll probably get in trouble for that one.
Yeah.
Someone else though, but not me.
Well, I happen to have his phone number.
I'm not saying no.
I have his
not,
phone number.
Yeah, he's totally not going to answer like he's watching this. So, I mean,
Are you static? No, but I tell you, Dave, I am going to call you, not tonight. So I'm going to give you some time to get over your oh shit moment. But I am going to call you, and I hope that you answer. And I'm going to be very calm. I just want to know why, man. That's it. I just want to know why.
He's been listening this whole time.
Good.
Here's your 15 minutes, Dave.
I don't get
and
it.
now it's over.
Tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah, we've been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, I mean, if he was gonna join, he would have already joined.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is 2 hours that we could have spent catching Preds, but we had to deal with this shit instead. So
don't you worry your little work. I was still doing.
I mean, if I wasn't guilty, I would want to come on here to share my side and give proof. But I mean, that's just me.
Yep, me too.
There's a badge somewhere too, so if I could get a picture of that badge.
If you guys did this to me and I was innocent, I'd have been up here so fast. And I've been
Oh, yeah.
stop.
I'm sure his badge is still in the mail.
I mean,
You mean the one off of eBay?
Dave, I have somebody that's high ranking in the military that is looking up your records, but if you want to just show me your DD-214, you may as well.
The DD-214 will tell us pretty much everything, especially like when it comes down to timeline.
Right.
yeah,
Shit.
I'm kind of curious if he was honorably discharged or not. That's what I want to know.
Yep. Me too.
I think he's happy.
Because
Especially
people
since he's
wanna-
supposed to be like 80 years old now.
when people want to make shit up like this, it's usually because they didn't get something that they wish they would have gotten. So I'm also betting that maybe he was dishonorably discharged from the Air Force for something. Don't know what it is, but
Hey,
Yeah.
Sid, let's talk about that after this. I got some info for that.
okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could get Don Shipley.
Yeah.
I think he only does Navy SEALs though. So
Well, Buds 131, he does like he has done others. I don't know.
no, well, I'll email him. I've
It's
talked to
worth
him
a shot.
before. Yeah, I've talked to him
If you-
before. He'll answer.
If you tell him how many people this guy is screwing over, he might make an exception.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Real? Does it mean one person still believes him?
Oh yeah, he won't ever be in the comments under DM York again unless it's.
He might act like nothing's changed.
Oh no way! No
Yeah.
way. He's gonna.
That would be hilarious.
He might act like nothing's changed.
Doing his little waving emoji.
But he
Telling
was
us how many people he arrested that day.
Let me go on the record. You're right. I went against.
Oh, I forgot about this, but I just got a message from somebody. Dave has told somebody that he's a personal friend of Don Shipley. So I do think this is worth checking out.
Wait, what? Sorry, say that again.
I knew this, but I forgot, and somebody just let me know. Dave has told someone that he is a personal friend of Don Shipley. So I think that's worth putting in your email.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's get together. I'll craft it tonight.
That name.
He also signed off on the Megan's Law. Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
I heard he wrote it. No, I never actually heard that. I'm making that up, but
yeah, wasn't he arm wrestling Chuck Norris when he wrote it too?
Yes. He's very good with both hands.
Well, if you go on the PCM stream, he says that he was in the search for her or something.
Oh yeah, I pointed that out. The timestamp on that one is 44:30. There you go.
Yeah. We didn't come on here without receipts.
I do have one more thing to say, because DM York is actually a big part of another situation going on, and he is the vehicle at which this situation has traveled. If that person is watching right now, and you know exactly who you are, you know who I am, I highly request that you reach out, because we need to talk. We don't want to bring this situation more to light on this stream, because it's not about that. But please reach out to me. I know I've asked for you to reach out to me previously, and I haven't gotten anything yet. I know you probably don't trust me either, but right now, I'd ask that you trust me.
Yeah. Some of these comments are hilarious about what he's been.
Yeah.
DM York is a Zodiac killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's something. I'm just glad that I am not alone in this, honestly, because I thought I was.
Oh no.
You know what? That's why I observe the other live streams and look at the comments. And once I seen somebody talk about him and talk about Smashly, I was like, oh, whoa, Kenzie.
Yeah.
Kenzie, look, let's do it. Yeah.
If you want to, give credit to anyone for me and Sabrina coming together, thank you, JT1. It was him that said something in there.
Before that, we chatted before that, just because we're both.
We've talked many times, but not about that.
Yeah, and honestly, it wasn't even about who works with what. We're on separate dividers too, right? Like,
yeah,
it mattered to us. So if people wonder, oh, wait a second, you helped this, and it didn't matter to us. Decoys, and we had a purpose and the same mission, and nothing else was talked about, right? So it really does work. I mean, I have no issues with Smashly at all. None.
I have no issues with anybody.
You don't have a conversation bashing the next person. It's, hey, you need help with this? Hey, how about this? Oh, this predator and that predator, and
thank you, Michael.
Oh, Guys, I just had the biggest pay-per-view idea ever. Dave York versus Jeremy DeWitt. Cage match.
You have to tell the best lie in order to open the door.
Oh shit.
There you go.
Oh man, that's gonna be a throwdown right there.
Trivia, don't we? Thank you, Mama's baby.
I don't know. I think
think
DeWitt
we
would
could
try to arrest him though.
They'd be trying to arrest each other.
We have not Decoying enough of them. We are spectacular liars in decoying. Let's not bring it.
Hell, I was a good liar before I was a decoy.
Oh, great start. APP, great host. $20. Thank you, great grandma. We always love seeing you in our chats. Great grandma is. I wish we could meet her. She's like
I know.
the coolest grandma ever. Especially when she gives out her advice. Who can argue with that advice?
Is somebody playing a bass?
I don't know. Oh,
Because I can fire up my guitar.
Oh no, it's my Instagram notification. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Horrible. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Let me see who all we got. And what else did we forget to say? I think we covered I know there's.
I mean, I don't know what we're gonna put on part 2.
Well, I mean, there will be more phone calls that, that can be played.
I have a good too. I have a pretty good idea. What can we put up?
Kenzie, can you?
And I've got more screenshots.
You want an iPhone or Android?
I could be on both. What's up?
She'll tell you how to become a member. She's the captain.
Oh yeah, I'm the captain.
Our dude hates it when we say that. I have this thing where whatever the predator hates, I have to do more. So if you hear the calls and I'm doing something that I know he hates more of, I have to. He sent too much to me. I have to. He hates the word.
I love pissing that guy off.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I aim to please.
What am I doing?
DM York is so powerful, he's known as Adam. He's so powerful, no Eve was needed. I love that.
Adam. Adam and Eve?
Yeah, the comment here, I forget who wrote it, but
there was a lot of
Whitticus.
Thank you to everybody. I'm not mentioning names because I don't know if they want their names mentioning, but to everybody that has been involved with the digging of this, thank you. And it's not just my team, but thank you. I mean, we got CPP, we got FTK, we got my team, and then outside, thank you. Because you guys came together, we were able to find out somebody that's not true. So thank you. Coming together and not having a bash session and actually accomplishing something, because now we can do way more. We can have so much more conversations. I like that.
Yeah.
Older fans.
If you're on an iPhone, just copy that link and put it in the Chrome browser, I believe.
Oh, it's like the Crypt Keeper.
Do you think DM York has all his arrest on OnlyFans?
That's too funny. Oh my god.
I like the way that was spelled though. Oily fans. That's what his would be for sure.
Now, these are the fun comments I like seeing.
Told you he was a greasy dude. That boy is greasy.
You know what's funny? Is Kyle noticed stuff that some of us didn't. That dude. That dude went to town on some of this shit. Jim, you're probably in his basement. I wish he would come up. We can't get that lucky. Let's see. Oh, hello. You seem too busy to talk now. I guess. Oh, jeez.
So we're gonna have to do.
All right, my lovelies. I am so glad I was a part of this, but I have to get this little girl something. She needs something. She won't leave me alone.
We'll probably.
Thank you for inviting me, though.
Thank you for coming to Smashly. We
Thank
appreciate
you for all the work.
your feedback. Until the
Absolutely,
next
I
time.
love you guys so much. I'm sure, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and talk to my friend that's a lawyer and see, how I can go about getting those calls out. But if I can, I will have them edited by this weekend.
Then the next part 2.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Be part 2 because we still have some missing links, more evidence. I mean,
Yeah.
you never know.
I'd like to see what he has to say between now and then,
Huh?
Yeah.
if anything. Okie dokie.
What? I didn't hear you.
I said I would just like to see what he has to say between now and then.
Yeah, right. You think he's gonna comment? He's gonna act like
He isn't gonna say shit.
I'm not gonna do with that bullshit lies.
Yeah.
But if anybody doesn't have anything else to say, I'll close it. I will close this out.
Okay.
Peace out.
Bye.
All right. Yep. It was good to talk to everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good
Bye.
night.